Moving on, I would like to call upon stage our next speaker, Mr. Aneesh Bangia, co-founder OpenDoor. Mr. Aneesh Bangia, co-founder OpenDoor, is an IIT Madras graduate from the class of 2010. Aneesh co-founded OpenDoor with Abhishek Kariwal in 2013. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Aneesh Bangia from OpenDoor. Over to you, sir. Can we have the caller mic for the speaker, please, near the stage? Can we have the hand mic? Sorry.
Hello, check. Hello. Am I audible? So good afternoon, everybody. My name is OpenDoor. I'm going to talk about why do good questions matter in your classroom. Anybody here has heard about OpenDoor before? Okay, some of you have. Can I get a clicker also? Can I get a clicker, Pavan? Thank you. So do you think good questions matter in our classroom? How many of you think good questions matter? So I'm going to talk about how OpenDoor helps schools in making good questions a part of learning. Few things about OpenDoor. We started OpenDoor in 2013 after having studied at IIT Madras. Initially we were teachers and then we started working with schools. Today we work with many of you. We work with 300 schools who make either our thinking classroom or thinking assessments a part of their learning. Recently, we signed a MOU with NCERT, and the Ministry of Education India has put us in the Kendriya Vidyalaya schools also. I want to start by asking everybody a question. So this presentation for the next 9 minutes will involve a lot of thinking. Is everybody ready to think for 9 minutes? Okay, my first question is, have you heard about Isaac Newton? Do you know how many years it took Isaac Newton to develop his laws of motion? Any guesses? Without looking at the internet or ChatGPT, any guesses how many years it took him to make his laws of motion? Can you give me some answers? Any answers? 10 years? 20 years? Okay, let me tell you what the right answer is. It took Isaac Newton 22 years of work to make his laws of motion. Do you know how much time it takes our teachers to teach laws of motion? It takes about 6-7 periods. It's impossible that your students are currently understanding laws of motion in depth in such a short time. Have you heard about Robert Hooke? When you learn the chapter of cell, even in your school days, you would remember Robert Hooke's name on page number 1. Do you know how many years it took Robert Hooke to understand what a cell is? Any guesses? How many years did it take Robert Hooke to understand what a cell truly is? Any guesses? Few years maybe? The right answer is, he never understood what a cell is. What he was observing was the cork of a bottle, which is essentially dead cells. While he did pioneer the understanding of a cell, in his lifetime he didn't understand it. Do you know how much time it takes our teachers to teach concepts like cell? Few periods, 6, 7, 8 periods maybe. So I ask myself, and I ask all of you, when it takes time and deep thinking to understand such concepts, why is there a hurry in our classrooms? Because this hurry is making a generation of average doctors, average writers, average coders, average teachers, average pretty much a lot of people, because there was a hurry in our classrooms. So OpenDoor is helping teachers in slowing down and asking beautiful questions in their classrooms and still completing the syllabus on time. Let me show you some examples from our programs, Thinking Assessments and Thinking Classroom. My first question to all of you, how many engines are there in the human body? All of you today are carrying a body? Your own body, you've brought it here. In that body of yours, how many engines exist? Any idea? While you think, let me tell you what an engine in a car does. The car which brought you here, the job of the engine in a car is to burn the fuel and make energy for that car, for that vehicle. How many engines are there in our body? Who thinks A? Let's take a poll. Anybody thinks A? One engine? Can I get some ones, A's? I see half a hand, but nobody is confident. B, 2 engines? Okay, 2 engines. I've got some answers. 2 engines, thank you. 4 engines. More than 4 engines? Okay, many think more than 4. Not only is the answer more than 4, the answer happens to be 37 trillion engines in your body. 37 trillion engines in your body. And do you know where these engines are? These engines are located inside each of your cell at a place called mitochondria. If I had asked you, dash is the powerhouse of the cell, Pat would have come the answer. You would have said mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. I didn't ask this. I asked an interesting question to make all of you think this is what we do at OpenDoor. I'm going to show 3-4 more questions to you. There are 2 glasses of milk that I'm showing in the picture. And I'm asking you, if one has froth, the first one, and the other does not have froth, which milk do you think will stay warmer for the longer time? The one with froth? Who thinks one with froth? Like to get some answers? Okay, I've got some yeses there. One with froth? One without froth? Okay, so it's split, I think equal. The correct answer is the one with froth stays warmer for a longer time. I started late, so just take a look. Thank you. So the air that is trapped between the froth of the milk, that air being a poor conductor of heat, does not allow the heat to come out, to be conducted outside. When winters would come, you will wear sweaters, all of you. The air that is trapped inside the wool, between the wool of the sweater, that is the poor conductor of heat. Okay, few quick questions. Has anybody here tasted protons? If you were to taste protons, any idea what they would taste like? I'm going to tell you some options. Bitter, sour, tasteless, spicy. And I'm not going to tell you the answer today. To know the answer, we have an OpenDoor stall outside. I'll be standing there. If you want to know more, I can answer that. The hint is that it has something to do with acids, bases, and salts. Since although nobody has been to the moon here, I'm asking you a hypothetical question. If you were to go to the moon and shout there, would you hear your own voice? Would you hear your own voice if you were to go to the moon and shout there? How many thinks yes? Nobody thinks yes. Okay, sir thinks yes. No? How many thinks no? Who all think no? Okay, many think no, about 10 to 15. The correct answer, although, is yes. And the reason is that sound does not need air to travel. Sound needs medium to travel. And when we speak, between the vocal cord and the eardrum, our body is connected, and that is also a medium. So when we speak, sound also travels from within our body. I'm going to show the last question. Unlike most things that you should not try at home, this is a question that you must try at home. And the question is, if you were to stand on a weighing machine, and as you begin to go down, as you begin to lower yourself, do you think the weight, the reading in the weighing machine increases, decreases, or doesn't change? How many of you think increases? Okay, some of you think increases. I started late, I'm sure about it, so give me 2 minutes. Thank you. How many of you think increases? Okay, thank you. Who thinks decreases? Okay, I'm getting some decreases. The correct answer is that the reading decreases for a while, because as you go down, your normal reaction lowers to make you accelerate downwards, and that decreases the reading. I'm going to end my presentation with 2 one-minute videos. I'm going to show you a video on thinking assessments for a minute, and then something on thinking classroom. So let's watch thinking assessments.
कौन जो पंखा घुमाए राउंड राउंड कौन है सुने जो साइलेंस में साउंड क्या कभी ये भेजा इस
Pawan, can we go to the previous video?
कौन है जो पंखा घुमाए राउंड राउंड कौन है सुने जो साइलेंस में साउंड क्या कभी ये भेजा इस सोच में पड़ा ये सब सोच के नहीं पढ़ा तो क्या पढ़ा सोच के नहीं पढ़ा तो क्या पढ़ा सोच के नहीं पढ़ा तो फिर क्या पढ़ा चांद पे क्या आसमां का नीला है कलर कार को चलाए कौन क्या तुझे खबर क्या बर्फ से भी कुछ बोल हो सकेगा चिपके हुए हैं हम क्यों जमीन पर ये सब सोच के नहीं पढ़ा तो क्या पढ़ा सोच के नहीं पढ़ा तो क्या पढ़ा सोच के नहीं पढ़ा तो फिर क्या पढ़ा Make your classroom a thinking classroom.
क्योंकि सोच के नहीं पढ़ा तो क्या पढ़ा?
Last slide, I have a slide. Just one slide. So thank you so much. If anybody wants to reach out to us, we have a form on your table and you can also reach out on these details. Thank you so much for thinking.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anish, and I would now request Mr. Anil Sharma to kindly felicitate Mr. Aneesh Bangia from OpenDoor, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a huge round of applause. Thank you so much, sir. Next.